Good morning. I know I already did a live with my subscriber basket. Thought I'd change up the scenery a little bit. Today is hectic. They're having lots of yard sales in my area, and I had no idea. I decided to take these two peanut heads for a walk today. I'm sorry if the wind blows in the microphone. I'll try to keep that going. Anyway, it is about 72 degrees out here right now, as you can see. Beautiful blue skies. You can watch my hair and see that the wind is blowing. So I guess I'm gonna both talk about a subject today. Good morning, Robin. I'm gonna both talk about a subject today, only because it has been brought to my attention twice in the more recent, oh my gosh, what do you say? Not future, past. 37 and hard rains. I'm sorry about that. I couldn't live up there where it's cold. Anyway, don't forget to give a thumbs up as you come in the room. And I may have to make one of you moderator if I get any craziness on here. But anyway, so this has actually been brought to my attention. I am not one to name names, nor will I criticize, ridicule, or critique anyone. I don't believe in that. And because I believe everyone's different. If you read the love languages, you see that everybody has a different love language. Everybody speaks a different love language, and everybody requires a different love language. Not only that, but our past, our experiences, our disappointments, our life, our families, our dynamics, our time management skills, our persona. Are we a person that lives as a minimalist and says, hey, you know what, I can live with dirty dishes in the sink, so I'm only going to do dishes twice a week? Or are you somebody that says, no, there must not be a dirty dish anywhere in the house, and you do dishes every day? Are you someone that has 4 people in your home and 1 load of laundry to do every day? Do you wait 1 day a week and devote the entire day to laundry? Or are you someone that just has 1 or 2 persons and only maybe does laundry once a week? We all manage our time, our schedule is different. It has been brought to my attention and implied. It hasn't been spoken directly, but it has been implied, in sometimes not so nice of a way, that I'm a selfish person. That I don't make enough time for people, that I don't extend the same friendship that they extend towards myself. Now, I'm going to get probably some very nasty comments on this video, but I'm just speaking as raw, as truthful, and as honestly as I possibly can. First, I want to start by saying my day starts every morning, Monday through Friday, at 4:30 a.m. The first hour of my day is consumed with getting ready for my job, which I work full time. I then have a 1-hour commute to my workplace. I then work salary, which means I don't work your standard 8-hour day. Sometimes I work 10 hours a day. Sometimes I work 12 hours a day. Some days I get to go home a couple hours early because I'm salary, but I can tell you that I have probably taken off early maybe a dozen times a year, maybe once a month. But I can also tell you that the time that I spend working after hours is probably 50%. It is rare that I walk out the door at 4 o'clock, especially when we're busy. That's my quitting time, my technical on paper quitting time. So let's pretend that every day I am an hourly employee that nobody wants to play overtime, so they make sure I'm out the door by 4 o'clock. So I'm out the door at 4 o'clock, right? I have an hour commute home. I get home at 5. I go home, I walk the dogs, these two here. They've been cooped up in the house all day long, and I would be a horrible dog mom if I did not exercise them, because they're large dogs, and you should walk a large dog frequently. So I take them on a walk. It's also good for my exercise. So I guess I'm being selfish there too, because I do gain benefit from walking them. So it's not selfless. Then by the time I get in the house, after walking the dogs, it's 5:30, 6 o'clock. That's assuming I get off at 4. It's 5:30, 6 o'clock. And then my husband and which I love my husband. So I'm being selfish because I want to spend 20, 30, maybe 40 minutes talking to my husband about his day, talking about my day, ideas we have, projects we have going on. Kind of that first 30 minutes that we walk in the door, we have this thing where it's like, how was your day, sweetheart? And I know it's kind of practiced because some days you have a crappy day and you're like, I don't even want to talk about it. But for the most part, I come through the door and he's like, hi, sweetheart, how was your day? We kiss. I say, how was yours? We spend about 30, 40 minutes depending on the day, and we talk about our days. Then we eat dinner. By the time I finish dinner, it's about 7 o'clock. Then my focus is YouTube. Then I am doing my 365 days. Even if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would be logging my food. I would be checking my fitness. I would be checking my Fitbit stats. I would be doing all of that. By 8:30, 9 o'clock, I am absolutely, totally, and completely exhausted. It's time to pack my lunch for the next day. Yes, I meal prep every single day, Monday through Friday. And then by 9 o'clock, I'm in bed. I spend about 5 minutes on Facebook. I spend about 5 minutes maybe working on a project. I haven't written anything in my book in 3 weeks. Plus I have family that I try to keep up with. Plus I have children that I try to keep up with. So I do that Monday through Friday. Now here comes Saturday morning. Saturday morning is a time for me because my husband is a sleeper and I am not. My husband, if I leave him be and I can keep the dogs out of his hair, will sleep till 9, 10 o'clock. I wake up at 6 a.m. even on my days off because I can't sleep past that. So I use that couple hours as an opportunity to write in my book, exercise, fitness, maybe just get up and have a cup of coffee and watch YouTube videos, catch up with my friends. Okay, that's my social media, my me time. So then my husband wakes up and I haven't seen him all week. So of course we want to spend time together. Sometimes it's a couple hours, sometimes it's all day. We also have to do our grocery shopping. We enjoy doing it together. My husband and I always go grocery shopping together. We love, especially now that he's doing low carb, we love planning our meals. Like deciding what soup I'm going to make, what meals I'm going to prep. I let him pick out his lunch meats and things like that. I want him to enjoy the foods. I don't just want to pack his lunch based on what I like and my taste. I feel like if I give him a part in selecting the foods, even if I don't feel like they're necessarily healthiest, if he feels like he's making these choices, I feel he's going to be much more successful on his journey. So we go grocery shopping together. Also, most people think it's weird. My husband and I have separate bank accounts. We don't actually have one single solitary joint account together. We don't have one account together except for our water bill. Because, there's some things in life that you have to have your name on showing your address, right? A utility. So other than that, we don't have any bills together. We keep things completely separate. He pays this bill, this bill, this bill. I pay this bill, this bill, this bill. We try to make it as evenly according to the percentage of income going out. And we come up with extras together. So like if we want to save for something, we save cash. We save maybe a credit card, maybe a low interest credit card or a credit card that has like a 90-day same as cash introductory. We'll do something like that for the bigger ticket items. But don't get me wrong, we're not totally separate. If he needs money, I give it to him. If I need money, he gives it to me. It's not that bad. We just have chosen to take one of the top 3 causes for divorce out of our marriage, and that is money. That is like in the top 3 reasons people get divorced. money. We have never ever had a fight about money, ever. We've never fought about money, ever. That's never happened. So, and we've been married 5 years, so I think that's great, that we've never had to deal with that issue. We do realize when we retire, we're going to have to combine incomes, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Back to I'm selfish. So I had an individual in my life, and once again, I am not putting this person down. I'm not criticizing, I'm not insulting, I'm not tearing them down. I'm not anything. I'm not any of those things. I'm talking about a circumstance. So I had this person, unbeknownst to me, I won't say that. I had this person change a circumstance with this unspoken expectation that I was going to be like BFF of the year. I was going to, in their mind, they built on a relationship in their mind according to their needs and their dream and their plan. They built this expected relationship where I was involved, but of course I didn't know anything about this expected relationship. I am not one of these people that has a lot of friends. And as crappy as I may sound by saying this, I have a lot of acquaintances. I have a lot of very healthy and beautiful work relationships. I have a lot of confidential relationships. I compartmentalize my relationships based on time, based on who this person is, based on level of trust, based on, you get something different from every relationship. We all have that friend that we go to, the no BS friend, the friend we know is going to tell us like it is. And then we have friends that are softer friends. These are friends that are going to be a little more gentle, maybe look at things from a more loving perspective. That's what I mean by compartmentalize. I can't say that word. We have friends that correct our grammar. Just kidding. So this person built up this dynamic relationship that we were supposed to have. We were going to do this together, and we were going to do this, and Melanie was going to be this, and Melanie was going to respond like this, and Melanie... The problem is that I was not made aware of any of it. I was just expected to perform until one day when a conversation where I felt like I was being attacked. I felt like I was being judged, and I was completely blindsided by how I didn't meet that expectation and how disappointed this person was because I wasn't the person they thought that I was going to be, and how upset and angry and unloved they felt because I didn't extend A, B, and C of their expectations to fulfill that relationship obligation. I was heartbroken. But at the same time, I was angry as you know what. Because how dare you? How dare you expect anything of anyone else? How dare you expect to call me selfish for devoting my life to my home, my husband, my dogs, my children, my father, to hold an idea of friendship and expectation of friendship over my head as your gauge that I'm selfish is actually the most selfish thing you've done. What you've done is you've said, okay, I realize Melanie's not one of these people that has a ton of friends. Not because she's not likable, not because she just is so committed to her home, her husband, her dogs. She's a person that keeps busy 24/7. She's a person that likes to organize things and likes to have things structured and likes to have a schedule, and she's a person that just stays busy. She has her YouTube, she's writing a book, she works a full-time job. With her commute, she's gone 60 hours a week from her home. To hold somebody to a standard that they're not aware of, you haven't said anything to them about the standard that you expect, this level of friendship or familyship that you expect, that is more selfish than the person having no idea what you expect from them. And then even then, if that person says, I don't know that I can fulfill what you're requesting of me. I mean, gosh, this is going to make me sound like the crappiest person in the world, but this is raw, this is unfiltered, this is uncensored, this is the truth. This one person that expected all of these things from me, I don't do that with my own daughter. I don't do that with my sister that lives 6 miles from my house. A sister that I love very much. We call each other frequently, we speak frequently, but I think I've seen her twice in the last year. And so kind of where I feel is like, how dare you? How dare you walk into my life and expect me to make all of this room for you when I barely have room to breathe myself? And, I don't know. That's where I suck at being a friend. I like the low maintenance friends. I like the friends that, you can text every day and they know you care about them. They know you're thinking about them. They know they can go to you if they have an issue. They know you're going to give them sound advice. But I just, the last time I had a lunch date with my daughter, my own daughter, that just lives in Ocala. She's only 20 minutes away. The last time I had a lunch date with my daughter was, 2 years ago. So you might think, well, you're a horrible mom. You're a horrible mom. You're a horrible friend. You're a horrible sister. You're a horrible, horrible, horrible. But you know what? I'm there for my husband. Good morning. How are you? That is quite the RV you've got there. Girls, stay here. Stay with me. They're friendly. They just jump. They jump. Come on. Come on, girls. Have a great day. Thank you. You too. That's beautiful. Big old RV. I live in a friendly neighborhood, so. But I think the problem that I have is there's times where I do get very selfish. The one thing that I guess anyone would have to know about me is that I'm a very schedule-oriented person. I am not one of these spontaneous, let's make some plans, last minute. I'm someone that keeps a calendar, and my calendar is full. My calendar is full of things I have to do. I have lists in my house of, I can tell you that this Saturday, my husband and I have already planned out all of our projects for the week. So when someone comes to me last minute and says, can you blah, 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 it actually creates stress in my life. Yeah, I don't think it's that, because none of the people that have ever done this to me. Okay, for instance, I even have family. Like, I call them, and, I won't say family. I have one person in the family that, for a very long time, I was the one that picked up the phone and called. I was the one that sent birthday cards. I was the one that sent Christmas cards. I was the one that always remembered this person. And never once did they pick up the phone to call me. But then when I would go more than 2 or 3 weeks without calling them, I would get well, I haven't heard from you in a while. And it was aggravating. Now that's narcissistic. But what I'm saying is none of these people are bad people. It's just some of these people, oh, my girl's friend Abby. Hi, Abby. Hi, Abby. It's okay. It's an invisible fence. This is the neighbor's dog, Abby, over here. Stop, Carmi. Look how excited she gets. Because it's her friend. Hi, Abby. She looks mean, but she's not. Hi, Abby. Look at this. Anyway, so come on. Come on, stay with mommy. She gets so excited. Come on, Carmi. Anyway, so it's... I don't want to feel... I feel selfish. I can tell you I feel selfish, especially when someone calls me out, and especially when somebody says to me, you need to make time for this, or you don't make enough time, you keep yourself busy all the time, you don't ever make time for fun, or you never make time for friends. I've never been that way. I've never been one of these little social butterflies that like has sleepovers. You guys are tying me up. Stop. Holy cow. Come on, let's go. Come on. I don't know what happened there. They got really confused and started running circles around me. Anyway, I've never been the girl that calls up and says, let's go to lunch. I've never been the girl that's like, you know what, let's have a social party. I've never been the girl that does those things, and I don't know how to be that girl. And I honestly think that one of the reasons why I don't have any friends is I don't feel like I have the time to invest. Gosh, this sounds horrible. I have people that you are tying me up. What is wrong with you? So I have people that I consider friends, people that I care and adore, people that I love. But I got to be honest with you, sometimes making room in my schedule, because it's not just about let's go out and grab lunch. It's about, okay, what day are we going to have lunch? Okay, what do I have planned on that day? Let me check with my husband and see if he has anything planned. And as selfish as you want to say, my husband comes before everybody. My husband comes before everybody, except God. God comes first, then my husband. And then if my husband doesn't have any planned and I don't have any planned, do I have the money to go out? Do I have the money to go have lunch? And then it's a half hour, 45 minutes dressing up, doing my makeup, blah, 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 blah. And then it's going out another hour. And now there's 3 hours during a day that I have spent away from my home when I have laundry to do, the floors need done, the pool needs scrubbed, the yard needs mowed, dishes need done. And I know this sounds crazy to you, but just like I have to be accepting of the fact that there's people that have a high threshold of need, like they're really needy, they need that affection, they need that quality time, they need. I am not one of those people. And so for me to be able to reciprocate that. But I also don't think I'm real selfish either. I give to charities. I donate. I just went and donated another probably $50 in food at a food bank. I give to a charity every single month. Actually, 3 charities every single month. I am a person that will hand somebody $10 if they don't have lunch. I don't expect it to be paid back. I help my neighbors. You saw my Christmas thing where I went around and I made a little Christmas bag for all of my neighbors to thank them for decorating for Christmas. I'm not this evil person that I guess people just get really upset with me because I am so withdrawn, I don't know. I don't know how to be a better friend. Well, thank you very much, Robin. And I'm doing these subscriber gift baskets. And I guess people, you know what? I guess that's why I come across a much better friend on social media, because there's that barrier between us. There's that distance between us. It's not actually allowing someone up close, even though I've allowed you up close and personal. YouTube is keeping people at a distance. Social media keeps people at a distance, somehow takes the emotional part, the disappointment, the heartache, you know, away. And almost every friendship I've ever had in my life has ended badly. So I guess, you can say, well, Melanie, you can't live the rest of your life distrusting everyone. But there's just that part of me. That's who I am. And you've got to love that part of me. And I think it's very selfish to have all of these high expectations about how you need to be my friend and what you need to do to be my friend, but then not allow me to be who I am and in my comfort zone. Not to allow me to be a great wife, not to allow me to have a clean house, because that's what I need to be comfortable in my life. I'm a person that needs to feel successful, and I do that by scheduling my days. I'm a person that doesn't like surprises. I'm very structured. And so it's very selfish of somebody to say, you're not giving me what I need as a friend, but I'm not going to allow you to be who you are. Anyway, so I guess that makes me suck as a friend. Let me know what you think about this whole video. I've got 7% battery left, so I gotta go. But thank you for staying with me. Thank you for all 3 of you who have hit the thumbs up. And I hope you have an amazing day.